Well, here's the Hot Rod Show. We're down here in Syria or Beirut. No, we're down here in Christchurch, and I mean, like, the whole place looks like it could be Syria or Beirut. And I just want to draw your attention, New Zealand. This is Christchurch, and it's still not fixed yet. And it's such a beautiful city. We want you all to come down here and have a look and see what's going on. You know, there's no bombs falling. There's just a lot of people working, a lot of people trying to get back on with their lives. So we're here on a sunny, beautiful day, man, and it's just awesome. Woo! On the Hot Rod Show, Broadie is getting a feel for the Broadster. We're at the Christchurch Petrolhead breakfast. There's Craig's there. Woohoo! We talked to legendary Roger Murray and his thoughts on the Broadster and Mama's Donuts. In the news segment, we have Pete's performance, and we have spared nothing on the graphics, absolutely nothing. Plus, we get all the insight of a top fuel dragster. All this and more on the Hot Rod Show. Here at the Petrolhead breakfast in Christchurch. It's the largest hot rod breakfast in the country every month, all hosted by Customs Car Club. That's a cool 32 Cabriolet, and here's a fly in the ointment. There was around 300 cars gathered. This is at McLean's Island. Can you spot your car? Where's Wally? Wally's in the shed getting his breakfast. And it's a damn good breakfast too. It's not surprising this is a popular event. I'll be back soon, Christchurch. Woohoo! Well, at Jonesy's Garage in Hamilton, Willie is hard at work putting the frame together. It's really starting to take shape now with its Lexus V8 engine. The skeleton is there. Now it's a case of final measurements. That's pretty cool. Like where your shoulder is, you know, because you can have padding on that too, eh? You know, because you are going to hit when you're going around sideways.
Throwing it around.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's cool to see the shape of it come together.
And the headrest, these ones, they actually lift up.
Do they?
So you can lift it and tilt it. Yeah, so...
Hey Willie, you look tiny in there, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I am tiny.
You are tiny.
Yeah. Oh, if you want it though, man. Like it looks good, you know, it looks big glass in it.
So the chassis rail,
Yeah.
is that going to run in, so they'll be visible inside? So
The floor idea was to get the floor up to that level.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah, so your feet would actually be higher again.
Yeah.
And I'm still working on getting the floor pedals, so like the race pedals.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll work with that as it comes together, yeah. To what works the best in the front.
Yeah.
And because the seats are right down there too, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they can come up a bit.
Yeah. So the seats are sort of like channeled right down, so everything's to the level of the chassis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets us to the lowest point we can be.
Yeah.
And like, how does it feel for you when you're left and stuff? Like if you, because you want to have a little bit of.
Yeah.
So would it be better if the floor was lower, like at where the wood level is, or up higher, like if you set your foot on the frame rail side, height? And yeah, if your foot's sort of like at that, would it feel better up there, or would it feel better down lower?
There,
Yeah,
up higher.
up higher, right?
Yeah.
So it's more straight in front.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all this here is right open, so the side of it's here.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do in here is there'll be a side intrusion through the side.
Oh, yeah, that's on the sketches,
Yeah, so once the side intrusion's in there, there'll be a layer from here, which is the body will come down and attach to that. And then the lower from there will be basically a trim panel that can just flow through under the dash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here we are with Reg. How you doing, Reg?
I'm very well, thank
Happy
you.
birthday, man. Yeah,
Thanks very
like
much.
every day'd be a birthday driving your car.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's a Marmon, but what year is it?
It was built in 1930
Wow.
in America.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, and
yeah.
like as we see it, is that exactly pretty much how it was built? Or?
No, it's not. No, originally it was a 7-passenger 4-door sedan.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And who turned it into the Speedster?
I did.
You did. So how long did that take you?
It's about 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah. But it, all I got was the bare remains of it.
Yeah.
There wasn't much car left at all.
Well, so how long have you been driving it in its present state?
30 years.
You've been really?
Yeah, 30 years. Yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
amazing. I've never seen that before.
No,
Yeah.
it's a bit unusual. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a Marmon straight 6 engine or
No, it's a straight 8.
a straight 8?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Forgive
me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
quite all right. 5.2 litre,
Yeah.
125 horsepower.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
big pistons, eh?
Yeah.
Big power pots.
Yep. 3 1/4 bore and
Yeah.
3 3/4 stroke.
And so, and like, what sort of speed do you know? Like, I guess you get up to the speed limit.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. Cruise about 60 mile an hour,
Yeah.
so speed limit.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's neat, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, pretty good for 1930.
Yeah. So, and you've had it 30 years. That's awesome.
We built it, mate and I. We built it especially to go on the Irishman's Creek Rally, which
When is that?
Queen's birthday weekend.
Every year?
Yep. Haven't missed one in 35 years.
What is the Irish Creek?
Yeah, go down to Irishman's Creek,
Irishman's Creek.
where Bill Hamilton developed the jet boat.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, that's what commemorates
Yeah,
that.
he's pretty good. Like Hamilton, I mean, like jet engines are used in boats everywhere around the place.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a real clever guy. But
Yeah,
we go all through back roads, across
Yeah.
rivers and up hills
Yeah.
and mud and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, snow and ice.
Yeah, I remember
great.
when we were kids, we went to the Grand Canyon in America, and when Mum and Dad took us, and they couldn't, the tour guide telling everybody about how the first guy to go down, the Grand Canyon River, and so my dad said, well, who was the first guy to go up? And the guy says, oh, so-and-so Hamilton, and he didn't want to talk about it,
Yeah, right.
But Kiwis, we do fly, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of fun, that car. Yeah.
Well, Reg.
It only comes out in the middle of winter
Oh, really? Why is that?
for this Irishman's Rally. You
It's
see.
Irishman's
Well,
Valley,
yeah.
Well, you don't need a roof because you don't need roofs when it snows.
No, it's only something else to worry about.
Yeah. Well, Reg,
Thank
you so
Good,
much
thank
for
you.
coming on the show, and thank you for bringing your beast out,
Yep.
man.
No.
That's seriously a serious car.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
Hey, tell us about your 26 tub, man. That's a pretty cool. There's not a lot of tourings around now being rotted, are there?
No, not anymore. There's one or two out there, but they're a car that have started to disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But now, look, you've had it 12
12 years.
12 years. And
So,
what's the history of it?
It was built in 1976, as I understand it, and the owner that built it was a bit of a show car, won a lot of shows.
Yeah.
I'm the fourth owner since then, and I've rebuilt it, had it certified,
Yeah.
spent a bit of money on it.
So what was the certification like? Was it quite a laborious task?
An absolute nightmare because I had
Yeah.
to re-strip the car and rebuild it.
Really?
And take photographs of it to get it all legal.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, but it's all done now.
It is all done. It's
Yeah.
all legal. It handles as good as a modern car. Travels
Miles
like a
and
modern
miles.
car. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's
so
good.
like so it travels just like a modern car,
It does.
Like you've got your I-beam axle in it, or your straight tube axle, but so it's pretty cool, cruising around the.
It handles every bit as good as a modern car. I've put modern brakes in it so
Yeah.
that it can.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, it does. It handles very well. That was part of the deal when I actually got the car. It didn't handle that nice.
Yeah.
So I spent money on it to get it to handle.
Yeah.
And over time, I've got it to handle really well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got 1 or 3 cars, and
What
this is
are
my
the-
baby.
Is your baby? What's the other ones?
I've got a 37 Chevy sedan.
Okay.
I've got a 1965 Impala.
Yeah.
And,
you're pretty much covered, aren't you?
I've got a Valiant too as a drag car.
Oh yeah,
So,
really? What kind of Valiant?
69 VF coupe.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Yeah, got a boot in every camp.
But 69 VF, there's not a lot of those around, are
No,
there?
there's not.
You really hear about Valiant coupes and that.
You do. This is probably a car that should have been put back on the road, but it's been built as a drag car, and this coming season will be on the drag
Yeah.
strip.
What sort of engine you got in there?
408, 360 stroked.
Okay. Wow,
So,
that'd
yeah.
be grunting, eh?
That will be
Blister the hides. You'll become a quarter-mile gladiator.
something like that. I'm
Yeah.
hoping. We'll see.
Wow. That's cool. So, thanks for coming along. It's always a beautiful day here, isn't it?
It is. It is.
What do
It's
you
a good breakfast, a good meal,
Yeah.
and plenty of cars to look at.
Yeah. Hey, all you guys at the garage who are watching this, woohoo! Church, I'm here with Peter Gill. Hey, Peter. How you doing? And we're here with Bella. Hello, Bella.
You're high Ballaboo, aren't you?
Hey, Bella.
I'm shy.
Bella's right. Now, hey, Peter, but tell us about your car, man. Like, it's beautiful.
Yep, the 51 Chevy, where
Yeah.
there's almost no Chevy left on it. It's all been chopped and over the whole entire years of New Zealand history. I'm only still researching it, but it was re-chopped in the 70s, I think, then the 80s, and then it went to get chopped and got put for a concrete crusher or a concrete mixer or something, and then an auto upholsterer owned it up at Tauranga and did an amazing job with it.
Have you got the same upholstery in the yoke?
It's all got electric seats, HSV, electric windows, four-door roof chop,
Yeah.
no door handles, like
Cool, all shaved.
beer
and trimmed.
fridge in it. Like,
Yeah.
you got to have a beer fridge in
Well,
your
you
car.
gotta have a beer fridge
You got to
or-
have a compulsory beer fridge in
or
the car.
Coke fridge, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there's no Coke in that
No
fridge.
Coke in that fridge. Yeah.
So-
So like, what's it like to drive in
Oh,
that? You
it's
know?
better than a new car.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's got Jag rear end, 350 Chevy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turnkey.
Turnkey, jump in it every weekend, go for a black, take the kids out.
Drive it through to both islands.
Yep. Drove it down from the North Island and it was just
Yeah.
didn't stop. You got back to Christchurch, I just wanted to carry on driving.
And so, how many years have you actually owned it?
I've only owned it about a year now.
Yeah.
But it's had free owners. The guy that did all the work, it's
Yeah.
had free owners since then, and they've all neglected it a
Yeah.
little bit. And now I've just spent the last year just.
It's a pretty cool grill.
Oh yeah, it's pretty unique.
Yeah, you don't see many with a grill like that. do
Well, you don't. Everything on the car is
Well,
unique.
everything is unique, eh?
The Jag bonnet,
Yeah.
lip.
Yeah, like I saw it at the Rockabilly Cruise.
Oh,
last
yeah, at
year.
Littleton. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that and I thought I never got to you though because I wanted to come and talk to you about
Yep.
it. You know, it was just so striking.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
Yeah,
unique.
yeah.
Like, you're never going to see another one drive past
No,
the same.
sir, you're not.
Yeah.
Well, pretty cool. Well, we'll have a look around Pete's car. We'll show you, just how amazing this thing is. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well,
No, so hopefully I can pass it on again later on.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the history of it's pretty amazing. Like,
yeah.
it's still,
Isn't it amazing to have a hot rod with history?
oh, especially the guy that I managed to track him down. He's phoned me up and talked to me on the phone. The guy
Yeah.
that built it, what a legend! Like,
Yeah.
he showed me 500 photos of the car. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Like for all the processes,
Yeah.
everything he's done. But he's gone out of the way. I mean, yeah. Even on places where there's nothing,
Yeah.
all the relays are all done.
All been done. Well, looks like
I
Bella
better
wants
go,
to get
'cause that
going.
one's bloody-
Okay, Peter.
Thank you very much,
That's
mate.
Peter Gill, the man that couldn't kill. There you
Well, they
go.
can't really.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are at Mama's Donuts in Hamilton. Thursday through to Saturday. This wonderful place is open, selling the best donuts in town. How about let's go inside and get some before they're all gone?
Who should drop by for a sneak peek but the man who makes more tyre smoke than Dave Gale, the legendary Roger Murray. Roger Murray, tell us what you think of this car.
This blows me away. This is the 21st century version of what we were putting together back in the 70s. It's got a V8 in it that didn't come from America. And apart from being as low as Chris Harris's T-bucket back in the 70s at Thunder Park, it's all new. Aluminium suspension, independent, vented brakes.
It has Mama's Donuts on the counter.
Mama's Donuts, which are delicious.
Aren't they delicious? Almost every one of them have a fat-free centre. Some of them they put cream in, but the ones without cream in have fat-free centres. Mama's are the best donuts this side of the Mississippi, I think.
I reckon. I haven't been to the other side of the Mississippi,
Yeah, well,
but they're pretty darn good to hear.
therefore you can't deny it,
They're
can you?
pretty good from here. Yeah.
But anyway, back to the Broadster, man. What
The
do you
Roadster.
think?
I think the guy must be huge because I can't even get close to the firewall with my feet.
He's 6'8.5" inches
Okay,
tall.
so he's a foot taller than me.
Yeah.
But it's low. It's got a good feel. It's all aluminium. If it's got two turbos on that little engine up there and it's pushing 500 horse and 600 foot-pound of torque, it's going to be 3/4 of a tonne of a nightmare to drive.
Yeah.
It'll be drivable because it's
3/4 of a
independent.
tonne's not a great deal of weight, is
A
it?
very light car, but it's got suspension, and
Yeah.
we didn't have suspensions with beam axles and live rear ends.
Yeah.
So Willie is taking it on to the next century.
He's magic, isn't he, eh?
Yep. On Jonesy's Garage is
Yeah.
something for the century for the young
It
fellas.
is. I think, like, look, we're sitting in here, man,
Well, you got room.
Well,
you got a puku on you.
Yeah, I've got a bit of puku. I've had a couple of too many Mama's Donuts, but don't let that put you off Mama's Donuts.
No.
But sitting in this thing, like you look at your shoulder height on the side here,
The amount of room.
Yeah.
Intrusion beams, sheet metal.
Yeah. Vanity mirror under here.
Yeah.
Two vanity mirrors under there.
It's so different and radical. It's a concept for as I say, this century's roadsters.
Yeah.
It's got to be a trick.
It is, man. You know, BMW front and rear suspension.
Bavarian
Can't win
engineering.
wars, can build awesome suspension systems.
It'll handle, it'll stop, it'll certainly go.
Yeah.
And as I said, it's got a Japanese, did I say Japanese? It's
Yeah.
got a V8 in
Yeah,
it.
it's got a Japanese V8.
But it'll
Lexus V8, man.
a Lexus. No, it's brand new.
It's getting twin
ideas.
turbos. It's the intercooler up front, you know, from Edrad.
Yep. No,
They're clever dudes.
they're all clever dudes.
Yeah, this is, you know,
Industrial tube,
yeah, industrial tubing, you know.
oval tubing,
Yeah.
intrusion beams made locally,
Yeah.
like in this shop. Everything fabricated by Willie up the back there. Bright ideas. Piece of paper on the bench I can see from here with design number 19 on it. That's just for the grill.
Yeah. It's not
So,
like a Fordson, you know, or Nuffield.
I'm sitting in a basic idea that just keeps evolving, and it's knocked my socks off. It's
Isn't this
amazing.
incredible?
Hi, I'm Pete from Pete's Performance. Some 30 years ago, my business used this sign. Hand painted it was, the days before decals, etc. And I used to build particularly supercharged engines, first nitrous oxide systems, possibly in New Zealand. So I kind of have an interest in fuel systems, engines, horsepower. In fact, here we've got a bit of a shot of a Holly carburetor which was sitting on a dyno, and I was always interested to have a look down the throat. So check this out. Now, if I recall, that was a Holly 650 vacuum secondary. So full noise, sucks a bit of fuel, but nothing like a top fuel engine, nitromethane power. Check this fuel pump out. So how much fuel does it burn? Well, I figured there's only one person to go and talk about that, and that would be Tony Marsh from Marsh Motorsports. Well, Tony, we just saw the fuel being injected into a single cylinder. I see here we have 8 cylinders, so 8 times the fuel. That's an incredible amount of fuel. So how much fuel do you burn?
Where we're at on this racetrack in New Zealand, we haven't got the traction that the Americans have. So we're around 36 litres per second, where they are around 43 to 45 litres per second.
That's like 2 20-litre drums. I don't think I could empty that much fuel.
Well, we've got the 740 pounds of fuel pressure and 56 nozzles. So in other words, 56 injectors with 740 pounds of fuel pressure to get it in there that quickly.
So on top of all that fuel, we obviously need to push air in, and we see there's a supercharger there. Now I've got a supercharger and I run about 10 pounds of boost. So what sort of boost are you running here?
Where we're at, we're roughly about 58 pounds.
All that fuel, 58 pounds of boost. So obviously you need to fire it. So what sort of ignition system are we running?
We have two 44 amp magnetos and 2 52,000 volt coils. So when you're doing the ignition timing or hanging anywhere around the ignition system, you've got to be very, very careful because it'll belt you.
I can imagine. Now I also heard that after you've actually fired the fuel and she's heading off down the track, it kind of diesels. You don't need the spark plugs anymore? How does that work?
If you get the tune-up right and the clutch management system right, it'll run down there on the spark plugs. The moment it puts a cylinder out, the boost goes from 58 pounds to around 68 pounds. So then the motor's too lean because you've gone up 10 pounds of boost. So then it starts to detonate, which then knocks all this earth wires off the spark plugs, burns the porcelain away, and generally makes a mess. It flattens all the bearing shells, and then it leads to a disaster.
So, Tony, what's happened here?
Well, this is where we lost a cylinder just past half track. So at that point we're sitting on roughly 58 pounds of boost. The moment you lose a cylinder, the blower's now feeding 7 cylinders instead of 8. So it jumps up round roughly about 10 pounds. So we've now got 68 pounds of boost, which means the boost's gone up, but we haven't put more fuel in, so it's too lean.
Yep.
So then the heat goes up and it starts to detonate. And normally when you do put a cylinder out, you end up burning a couple of others because the motor's too lean. And this is the net result. Luckily, it all stayed attached. It didn't burn. It started to gas torch the rod, but it hasn't actually broken through the little end. So it was still in the motor.
Now, I can visualise all this on a dyno, but when this is happening, of course, somebody's sitting in this car doing a bit of a rapid speed. Can you just tell the viewers the accelerational rate of this vehicle? Say 0 to 200 kilometres an hour. How long does that take?
0 to 200 k's is 1.01 seconds. So just over a second.
So if you're sitting there and you leave now, there you are.
Yes.
200 k's.
As you pronounce your surname or your first name, you're doing 200 k's per hour.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
You would say physically impossible, but they do it.
We'll have more from Pete's performance in a moment. Well, here I am with Terry. How you doing, Terry?
About Doug.
Yeah, we've met a number of times now.
Yes, yeah.
I just love it down here, man. Well, I shouldn't say down, I should say across here. You know?
Yeah, across here would be fine.
Yeah, that's better. Now, Terry, you've got a beautiful 32 Woody there.
Yep, that's
Tell
right.
us a little bit about it. You know, I know it took you, 7 years to build?
Yeah, I was just thought to myself, I want to build a Woody.
Yeah.
And I had the box with the Dan Fink one on it, so I'll use that as a plan.
Yeah.
How hard can it be? But
Yeah, well, I guess it was a lot harder
a lot harder than I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took about 2 years before the wife actually realised I was actually building it in the garage. Yeah, she didn't realise what I was up
Well,
to.
how'd you do that one?
Oh, I had it hidden behind the other car, and she wasn't allowed in the garage much, so
No.
yeah.
That's pretty good. Your first one I've ever heard to say that you've been hiding it from the missus.
Yeah, someone else actually told her I was building it, which wasn't so hot.
Yeah.
So
What? How many have you built?
Oh, probably half a dozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is that why?
Yeah, apparently this is the last one as well.
The last
so,
one was edible. Well, then don't sell it, eh?
No, it's not for sale.
Yeah. Have you kept many of the ones that you've built?
No, the couple of them I built were out here today, actually, the little 35 two-door and that shop, so yeah.
Wow.
But I was building this one and I had the other one, I wasn't getting it built.
Yeah.
I was too busy out driving, so
Yeah.
the end
So
of the day.
you've been driving for about 3 years now?
Yes, I got it going on the Friday and I went up the beach hop on the Saturday. And
That's a feat in itself.
Yeah, listening to all the noise. I didn't have a radio at that stage.
No,
so,
you shouldn't put a radio in them. You got the engine to keep you excited.
Yeah, and I can hear the radar detector going beside me, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, when she starts talking.
And so did you have any problems? You know, like you're finishing it on the Friday, driving to the beach hop on a Saturday sort of
went
thing?
straight up there and back.
Yeah?
No, not a problem.
That's
so
pretty cool.
Pretty good, yeah, so I was
That
pretty
is very
pleased with
cool.
that. Yeah. So, but it's sort of like just doing the boot lid took me 2 days just to get the latch working, things like that. So it's a bit of work in it.
Yeah, well, like there's like a woody especially, you know, because like you're playing around with steel and wood.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I could chop a bit of steel if I had a bit on, but when I did the wood, I thought I had a friend of mine, Evan Nicol, he's a furniture builder and a hot rod and a drag racer.
Yeah.
And I thought he had a feeling for it. Yeah, so he had a feeling for it, so I said he did the wood. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have ended up with a trailer load of firewood.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I just went down to see I wanted like this, wanted like that. And
I cut it 3 times and it's still too short.
Yeah. So so it's been a big job, but quite well worth it in the end.
So you're in a club down here?
I'm in Rod Benders now.
Rod Benders, yeah. That's an old name in hot rodding.
Yes, yeah. Well, I'm one of the younger ones here now. I'm only 65. So.
Really? Wow.
Well, no, I'm probably the older one. Yeah.
You don't look 65.
Yeah, with the hat off, I do.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. Yeah. Okay, Terry. Well, then, hey, thanks for bringing your deuce out here, man. I mean, everyone loves a 32.
Yes, I hope to get up to Lloyd's Deuce Days in November. I think
that'll be cool.
Yeah, because I never had it finished for the last one. I just didn't quite make it.
No.
So, Yeah, no, it's been good and enjoyable. It's good to see you guys down here.
Oh,
and
I
that.
love coming here, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you just do it just so right.
Yeah, no, we got a great turnout.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many people. My wife says she doesn't usually come with me. She came today.
Oh, good, eh?
Only because I stopped and talked to everyone. She's out there still talking to someone. So.
Well, women have a tendency to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Terry,
Yeah, nice meeting
thank
you.
you so much for stopping by,
Yep.
eh? You know,
Yep.
and look, the sun's out, you know, go
Yeah,
cruising
sunshine.
this afternoon.
Yeah. No, so be a good day for it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
Okay,
Cheers.
So how many G's off the line?
About half a second out, about 6.8. At the initial hit of the throttle, it's about 5.2 Gs, and then half a second out as the clutch management starts to apply clutch, it goes up to about 6.8.
Wow. Now, I know a little bit about dynos to say that this is probably a little bit too many horsepower to throw on a dyno. Do you know how many horsepower it makes and how would you measure it?
Back in 2003, 2004, Connie Coletta got a university to design a strain gauge, which they did it goes over the drive shaft and it measures the twist in the splines. And back in that era, they spent $600,000 US developing that. And back in 2004, that's where they came up with the 8,000 horsepower. Last year, Shoemaker Racing did the same thing, and they developed through university a new strain gauge where the current engines have stage 7 cylinder heads. Back in 2004, they were stage 5. So then stage 6, now they're on the stage 7 program. The 372 run was 10,100 horsepower. The 370 run was 11,086 horsepower, 8,600 foot-pounds of torque.
Wow.
The same day, Sean Langdon in the knuckle sandwich car, tuned by Alan Johnson, it ran a 3660, and the talk around the pits was, with people with calculators, they estimated that motor to run that fast that day was around 13,000 horsepower.
Wow.
Which means after that run you're not going to have a lot of engine left. Like most of it would be in the bin, but it did not blow up.
Wow, 13,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
So, on a technical sense, air to fuel ratio?
With these magnetos we have today and the big coils, the air fuel ratio is under 1 to 1.
Really?
Yeah, so there's more fuel than air.
Gotcha. And finally, when you start this engine from cold, do you start it on nitromethane or you've got another fuel and switch over?
No, we don't. On this particular engine, we started on petrol, on just Mobil 98, just a squirt in the injector, and once it's firing on petrol, we go straight onto nitro.
Right, and then you get the watery eyes. And
yeah, correct, yeah.
Oh, well, thanks, Tony. I think it's been very educational, and I appreciate the input from someone who... Oh, by the way, how fast has this gone? What's
our quickest to date, we've run a 478 at 507 k's per hour.
That a record?
Yeah, record both ends, and we've got plenty left. She's detuned.
Detuned. So when are you out next?
January next year.
Okay, we look forward to it. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
And when you put all that engineering into a drag machine, we couldn't do it without our sponsors, so please support them. Mothers, you can't beat a mother's shine. Protecta INSURANCE, you need these guys. Swiss Tracks, the best flooring in the world. Kiwi Span, they have a shed for everything. Online Logistics, they'll get your car there when you need it. Mag and Turbo, wheels, tyres, suspension, servicing and brakes. It's what they do. Then there's CRC, Smartway Security, Casper Transmissions, Woman on Wheels, Colourworks and New World Browns Bay. Keep in contact with us at thehotrodshow.com or on Facebook. Until next time, keep the dirty side down and the shiny side up. We end with some sad news about an amazing hot rodder who we interviewed in season 1. Stu Windle was tragically killed by a drunk driver over the weekend doing what he loved best, driving his 37 Cabriolet. Our thoughts go out to his family and friends. We'll miss you, Stu.